it is. I'm making sure the correct mic is connected, and my mic is kind of wonky because I actually lost the stand for it. So it's sitting on my bed, so hopefully it's not being weird. I don't know. Okay, cool. I am simply bored, so we are here. Um yeah, I don't really have much that I wanted to talk about. I don't know. I'm just bored. So probably mostly going to be drawing over talking, but we will see, I guess. Probably depends on what goes on with chat. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not in a super talkative mood at the moment, to be honest. I just am bored, so I figured I'd stream instead of just sitting by myself and doodling. I probably won't be live for very long. I don't know. I usually have some semblance of a plan when I stream, even if it's very incoherent, but I currently do not, so. I'm drawing Squirrel Flight because I don't know. I felt like drawing her. I haven't drawn Warrior Cat stuff in a while. Oh, that's fun. I have to call my doctor because for some reason making an online appointment didn't work. Because I need to get like a referral thing or whatever. Because I never really got any of the doctors that I had in Texas whenever I moved. So I need a referral. So it's actually my doctor from Texas because I don't have a GP at the moment. It's a whole thing. I don't know. I'm not looking forward to that. I hate phone calls. I don't even particularly like calling with people I know unless I'm drunk. So like calling a doctor is less, even worse. I like never use cash. I usually give homeless people cash if I get it because I don't. I mean, this is kind of bad, but mostly because I don't want to carry it around and I'm like, they need it and I don't want it, so they can have it. I feel bad because there's this guy who always panhandles at the street by my house, and I was gonna give him this $10 that I had in cash because I forgot I even had it because again I don't use cash. Um, and then the one day that I like remembered that it was there, he wasn't there, and I haven't seen him there in a minute either. So I don't know. I guess I'm saving it. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna use it anyway, I guess, but still. I mean, I'm an adult, so I have my own money. And whenever I was in high school, I worked at a grocery store, and then that sucked. So then I was a delivery driver. Being a delivery driver also kind of sucked, but it sucked less than the grocery store. It wasn't like a real delivery driver. I just did. We had a local version of like Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever called Favor. That I wish that we had in Colorado because they were a lot better to work for than Uber Eats. My boyfriend does Uber Eats, and compared to Favor, they kind of suck. But yeah, so it wasn't. I got to like pick whenever I did it and stuff, so it was. I didn't have to worry about shit. Because the grocery store sucked because they didn't listen to any of my accommodations, even though I got hired with them, like, knowing that I would need accommodations, and then they just were like, just kidding, haha, no. Um, which is, like, illegal, by the way. That's illegal. But, I mean, I was, like, I think I was, like, 16. What was I going to do about it? I don't know. Um, I wish we had good public transport. Like, it feels like the only places that have good public transport in America are, like, I was gonna say massive cities, but I've lived in big cities my whole life. I've never, like, I guess I lived in the suburbs whenever I was a kid, but, like, most of my life I've lived in big cities, and it really seems like only, like, New York basically has good public transport. I did use the bus a little bit whenever I was in high school, but it was, like, out of necessity. It still sucked. Like, it was impossible to get literally anywhere with it. I just didn't have another option because, obviously, I was too young to have a car, and I was living with someone else at the time. So, I mean, I like doing Uber Eats as a driver. People will, like, tip bait. Like, they'll say that they're, because the base pay is really, really low. It's like, it depends on how far away it is, but it's anywhere from, like, $1.50 to, like, I think the highest we've ever gotten was, oh, she doesn't have blue eyes, was $6, but it took over an hour to get there, not even to just do the whole thing. So it was, like, not worth it. We just didn't know it was so far away because I don't tell you. Um, but people will tip bait, so they'll act like they're going to give you a big or even decent tip, and then not do it. So a lot of people will drive, like, really fast to try and make sure that they still get tipped the amount that they were offered, because otherwise you basically just waste, like, you spend more gas than you do make money if people don't actually tip what they say they do, which unfortunately people do. Which I understand, like, if someone makes a mistake, like, if someone takes, like, if the place is, like, 10 minutes from your house and it takes, like, 3 hours and the restaurant isn't taking forever because it tells you, then, like, or, like, if they don't show up, or if they take something from your order or whatever, I could understand adjusting, or, like, they don't follow directions. Like, I could understand removing a tip, like, basically if the driver actually does something wrong, but, like, sometimes people will just do it so that you are more urgent with their order to keep your tip, and then they just take the tip away anyway, and it's, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, oh no, by car. I can't ride a bike. I'm disabled. um, yeah, it was by car. But it's, yeah, it's not great, but both me and my boyfriend are disabled, but we still need money, and since we can choose hours with that and it's not very physically labor intensive, it is what it is. Sometimes people are really nice and tip really well, but honestly, sometimes past a certain point, I'm skeptical that they're just tip baiting because, like, again, some people will just do that so that you prioritize their order or, like, drive faster or whatever. Um, Not because they're actually going to give you the tip. I think the only time I've ever docked a tip from a delivery driver was someone just straight up gave me the wrong order. And then whenever I tried to contact them about it, they didn't answer. And I mean, like, we got a refund about it, but then the refund takes like 3 to 5 days. So, and that was the rest of our money. So we just didn't get food. Because it wasn't even food. It wasn't even like something that you could, like, mistake. We ordered ramen, and they gave us two drinks, like, in a drink holder, and not like drinks that we ordered and they didn't give us the ramen, but just like some random person's coffee order instead of our order. And that's the only time that I've ever removed an Uber Eats tip, because I'm like, I don't even know how on earth you do that unless you're just stealing our food. Like, oh, I didn't see the person who said the thing about the New York Metro. Yeah, that's fair. That it's chaotic. I mean, I'm just jealous that it exists at all. I mean, I've done Uber Eats orders with drinks because sometimes I'm in too much pain to drive, but I still want to drink. So I'm like, and they're not usually very expensive. If you order somewhere close to your house, it's usually free delivery. But that being said, I have the whatever the fuck it's called, the premium DoorDash thing where all the deliveries are free if you go over like $10 or something. Because just since I can't really like be out a lot, or I sleep through whenever things are open or whatever, it's basically not always an option for me to actually go pick shit up, basically. So also gas is more expensive than Uber Eats. Yeah, that's why I really hate the person who said the thing about tipping culture. That's why I really hate people who are like, well, tipping culture is stupid, so I'm not gonna tip. And it's like, okay, yeah, it is stupid, but at the end of the day, you're not hurting the corporation because the corporation doesn't keep the tips. You're hurting the waiter who's not being paid minimum wage because it's supposed to be supplemented with tips. Like, yeah, that shouldn't be happening, but not tipping is not actually helping. If, like, I get if you, like, realize you don't, like, if you did the math, like, I'm horrible at math, so sometimes we'll go to a restaurant and I think I have enough money, and then I only have enough money to tip like $2 or something, and I feel really bad when that happens. I've left a gift card before one time, like an unused gift card, because I only had $2 to tip. It was on an Olive Garden. I don't know if I was allowed to do that, but I left a little note like, I'm so sorry, I'm really bad at math. But anyway, point is, I get if it's like an accident that you can't afford to tip, but honestly, if you can't afford to tip and you know how much it costs, like again with like DoorDash, obviously you check out all at once, including the tip, so you know if you have enough money to tip. Just don't order it unless you have the money to tip. I get like if it's an accessibility thing, because again, I use DoorDash a lot because disability, but even then, I'll just order something cheaper if I can't afford to tip so that I can tip. It's just like, I don't, yeah, I don't know. It's just a dick move. It really doesn't hurt anyone other than the employees. There's been like a trend of like people from Europe on TikTok being like, "Oh, I came to America and I didn't tip because tipping culture is stupid." And it's like, are you stupid? Are you like dumb? Do you actually think that you're changing anything? You don't even live here. Like, you're not even part of this economy. You're going on vacation. Fucking tip. Okay, I don't. I like this like sketchy coloring style, but it's really annoying to do, so I'm not gonna do it. I'll leave the eyes though, because they're fine, I guess. Oh my god, yeah, I've seen that. Like, bro, do you not know what a fucking Costco is? That being said, me and my boyfriend had not had soda in like weeks. I mean, we gotten it from like restaurants and stuff, like carry out, but we haven't like had just like soda in the house. So we got soda. We got groceries yesterday, and we only have, it was like a 12 pack, and we only have three of them left. To be fair, I drank most of them, but I missed having soda. I am like a diet soda fiend. Like, I could, whenever I lived alone, I didn't even buy like other beverages, or I drank water whenever I would get drunk because it prevented me from getting hungover as much, but other than that, I didn't really even drink water. I literally just lived off of diet soda. Like, Diet Dr. Pepper was basically water. And my boyfriend also hates diet soda too, so I'm like, we had this time we got normal soda, but usually we get a normal soda for him and diet soda for me because I prefer the diet soda. Probably just because my mom didn't let us have normal soda as a kid, so I'm just like, no, diet soda is the correct way that soda is supposed to taste. Also, just because I drink so fucking much of it, I should probably drink the diet soda, but I like it better anyway, so it's fine. Ugh, I have to have my window open because the AC like does not come in my room, but something outside smells like abhorrent. I closed the window last night because it smelled so bad and the smell went away, so I know it's not like something in my room. But then it got so hot that I had to sleep with my shirt off and no blanket, which I hate. And now the window's open and it's still hot and it smells weird. And I'm just like, why? Why? Um, our new house has central AC, thankfully, but we're not moving till June, so L. No, I like diet soda. I don't even not like regular soda. I just prefer diet soda, to be fair. But I'm supposed to wear glasses, but I don't. I don't even know where my glasses are. It's not bad enough for it to matter. It's just like I can't read street signs when I'm driving, which makes me miss a lot of turns, but like I hate wearing glasses literally so much. I would rather miss turns. Which is so funny because whenever I first got glasses as a like or like was I a teenager? I don't know. I was like I think I was like 13 or something. I was like, "Oh, these look so cool." And now I'm like I hate glasses. They're so fucking annoying. I think it's cuz during the pandemic I got used to not wearing them cuz I didn't wear them at all whenever I was in res cuz I wasn't driving. So like cuz I was in residential treatment for like half the pandemic. So I just like I was already used to not wearing them from that because I only wear them when I'm driving anyway because again I just can't read street signs, or sometimes at movies or TV, but I again they're annoying. And I obviously was not going to a movie theater if I was in residential. um, so I was like already used to not wearing them, and then whenever I got out, it was like well we're not going anywhere, so I still wasn't wearing them. And then plus on top of that, whenever we did go somewhere, they would fog up because of my mask, so I would still not wear them. And now I'm just like, no, no glasses, banned, not allowed. Do not put that on my face. Oh, I can't do contacts. Honestly, like I was the kind of kid who grew up like watching Live Leak and shit, so I can handle like fucked up or gross shit, but eyes are like the line for me. Like I cannot handle any. I can't even touch my eye. I used to have like this delusion that my eye was always on the verge of falling out. I remember one time with my ex boyfriend, we went to bed and I put tape over my eye because I was afraid it was gonna fall out in my sleep. Anyway, I don't like eyes, so touching my eye to put a contact in, let alone take it out, is like nightmare. That's like the worst possible thing I can think of. Contacts are evil is the moral of the story. I have the fucking Born This Way song by Lady Gaga stuck in my head, and I don't know why, because I literally have not heard that song in ages. It just like popped into my head and it will not leave. Sorry, I passed it on. I may head off. My room is extremely hot, and it's like, I don't know. I think I need to take a shower or something to cool down because I am absolutely fucking melting. It's hot outside too, so having my window open isn't really helping the lack of AC. So I'm gonna head off. Sorry, this is a short stream. I was just bored. So, bye.